Welcome back to Baseline Breakdown. We are back here again. Today is May 4th. It is my name is Adriel Garcia. This is my co-host.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the
And
episode.
today is May 4th. I had to interrupt Dejin there real quick in the intro. It's a very important holiday. It is May the 4th be with you, the National Star Wars holiday. So National Star Wars Day to everybody. I hope you guys
Fire,
Nah, but
fire.
more importantly, it's Dejin's birthday. Yay, Dejin,
I'm in
happy
my Jordan year, bro.
birthday.
I'm officially old. I'm
Yes,
officially old, bro.
you're Jordan year. Damn, you don't say Braun year? That's
Oh,
crazy.
fuck that. Nah, it's
That's
Braun all year.
crazy, bro. That's
I'm in my Braun
crazy.
year, bro. Fuck
Nah,
that
nah,
shit.
clip that. We're posting that.
Nah,
He's
nah,
in
nah,
his
nah.
Jordan year. He's in his Jordan
We
year,
Braun
guys.
FC over here. I'm
Nah,
talking like Twitter.
that
We Braun FC.
no,
It took me forever to realize what FC
I
stood
think
for.
I told
I had to
you.
text. I'm like, bro, what does that stand for?
Fan club, literally the
Yeah,
most basic. It's
yeah,
such a weird thing to shorten. It's just to say I'm a fan. Just say I'm a fan. I
yeah.
don't understand that. But happy
That's
birthday,
why NBA
Dejin.
Twitter is so good. You
Happy
don't
birthday,
understand half the
Dejan.
shit.
Dude,
Thank you.
you gotta post on the account. It's my birthday. I don't think you should. I don't think anybody will say anything honestly, but
Yeah, nah, I'm not doing that shit, bro. That,
but it's still
nah.
you gotta be celebrated, bro. You deserve it. But yes, we are filming today on Dejan's birthday. It is May 4th. It is always excuse me. Monday's always our filming day, so I'm still filming. Dejan still wanted to film, so yeah, we're still doing it. We're still contributing
The
here.
grind don't stop, bro.
Yes, we're going to be talking about the playoff series that just ended, the first round that just fully got completed right now. It just finished up yesterday, like fully. Yesterday was Sunday, so the game sevens yesterday. We can just jump right into it. The
Yeah.
game sevens that finished yesterday were the last one of the night was the Cavs and Raptors. That one was decent, a cool game. Like nothing crazy happened for the Raptors side at least. I thought the Cavs were in control for most of it, so I was kind of expecting the Cavs to win. I will say Jarrett Allen was a dog in that
He
game.
was
I wanted one
absolutely
more board. One more board. I wanted him to get a
get that
2020
2020
game.
game. Yeah.
Yes, it would have been iconic in a game seven. I like that post that you retweeted from Isaiah. It was the post where it was like Jarrett Allen this time, and it was like the lights are just as bright or something. Because like
Yeah,
last
no, yeah,
time
the
in the
lights are
playoffs,
bright
they were
sunshine like fire.
yeah, last time they were too bright. Now Jarrett Allen was perfectly fine, but it was nice to see the Cavs like close out a win in like this game because they are the better team than the Raptors, and the Raptors are very depleted right now with no Ingram, no quickly. So it's like, what do you really expect for the Cavs? The Cavs are supposed to win this game, so they ended up winning in the game. They won the rebound battle. They won the free throw battle. They just were the better team overall. Donovan Mitchell didn't go crazy. Harden didn't go crazy. It was just kind of a
Mhm.
just Jarrett Allen legacy game. Did you like
Yeah.
that game?
I did. I do want to say, even though the Cavs did win this series, I do want to give some praise to the Raptors just
Oh,
for the
1000%.
adjustments and the changes that they made. For game three, game four, and even in game what was it, game six that they won? Yeah, they won in game six. Um, And then the MVP of this series, in my opinion, goes to Scotty Barnes, just with the way he played on defense and then having to carry the team in scoring and just making all the right plays as well he was a huge difference for this team. And I mean, just the adjustments that they made in game three and four of just playing in the gaps, not really allowing like Mitchell to drive downhill and kind of forcing the ball out of their hands and having to make guys like Sam Merrill and Max Strus who are normally catch and shoot guys, but having to create a little more off the dribble. So just some really good adjustments by Toronto. Obviously, could have been a bit different series if I want to say if Emmanuel quickly was there, because even when Brandon Ingram was playing, that he was not
Yeah,
contributing
wasn't
absolutely
he
nothing.
wasn't that
Yeah,
good. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. So, but no, I am, I do want to give the Cavs props, but at the same time, I felt like the series should have been over. Like it shouldn't have gone to 7 games just because of it. They do have the more offensive talent, and it does make me kind of a little worried for them going into the next series. But we'll get there when we get there.
Yeah,
But
we'll
yeah,
get. Yeah, it's definitely going to be interesting going to the next series. The Raptors do deserve praise. That like Jacoby Walter was like one of my MVPs of the
Jamal
series.
Shed too.
Like Jacoby Walter was is a second year player, and he was like one of the most impactful players on defense and on offense. Like he was contributing so much as a second year player. So shout out to him. Uh, I was listening to Pierre on like his YouTube video. He was talking about the series, and
Hmm.
he made a point, and I was like, damn, that's kind of crazy that they did push this to seven. In Game Seven, Jamal Shed and RJ Barrett combined for 41 field goal attempts, and I'm like, that's crazy. Like that's
God,
crazy that this team pushed it to seven. Like you have a team like those are the
yeah.
two guys that are getting your first and second most shot attempts. Not always, because Scotty did have some nights where he was getting
So
the
one of
most,
those
but
guys had over 20.
I think so. I don't know which one, but yes, one of them did have over 20. Yes, Sky. I think it was RJ, and then I can just pull up the stats right now. It
Damn.
was RJ had 25 shots. He was 9 for 25, while Jamal Shed was 5 for 16. Yeah, that makes sense. Scotty Barnes only took 14
Yeah,
shots.
man, like just props to Toronto for even pushing it this far. Like I
Hmm.
said, after game two, I legitimately thought it was going to be a sweep. I was like, the are just too overpowered with the offense. The
We have
Raptors don't have enough. But
we have a clip that we posted that you were kind of shitting on like Scotty
I mean,
Barnes and
was
like
I
this.
wrong? I mean, I wasn't like technically
No,
wrong,
I'm
but
not gonna say you
like
were
the
wrong,
Raptors
but
were. Hey, shout out the Raptors though for sure.
yeah, be honest. If like quickly was there, it's a different series.
Yeah, no, just for that extra, like, because for a team that lacks in shooting and spacing, he just provides that on the court and just
Mhm.
an extra guard play that they can have. So, yeah, I feel like quickly could have been very beneficial for this series. Unfortunately, he was out. Obviously, unfortunately, Brandon Ingram got hurt as well. But again, shout out the Raptors for taking it to 7 games with, like I said,
Mhm.
just being a depleted team and just kind
Yeah,
of out on injuries. So,
it was impressive. It was impressive to even be in that scenario in the end. Did
what well, I was gonna say just real quick, what are some things you like to see the Raptors like change in the offseason or
honest
add or move or whatever?
I mm, I I don't know how like willing they are to move off Ingram off already, but like I do think that Ingram is I the way he was performing in the playoffs and also just like
That's a
health
playoff dropper right there.
and also just health sometimes too. Just like can be an issue with Ingram and just like efficiency as well. And it's not like he's a bad player. He's still a good player and can contribute a lot, but if you want to like move this team to the next direction, you might move off Ingram because he does command a lot of money as well. So
Yeah.
maybe you do move. I would prefer that they move at him. I would prefer they get some real guard play, like
Yeah.
a real guard and a real center, like
Yeah, I was gonna say
one of
like
those each.
see what team you can scam to get rid of Jakob Poeltl's contract and get a true starting caliber big because man, he
Jakob
was really just
Poeltl's.
struggling. He was really struggling against Evan Mobley and Jared Allen, which is something I expected. He did not win that matchup at all. I think even like in game, what was it game two? He didn't play at all in the second half. He played like
Yep,
maybe like
dude.
9 minutes or
No
something.
minutes. They were running CMB on at
CMB and
like
like
small
Mamu
center, like
at
six
backup
eight.
five, and it's just
Like it was
like,
pretty
yeah,
insane that they yeah, like your rookie was getting more. See, shout out to CMB as well, who
hell yeah, bro.
he gave some really good rotational
Let that
minutes.
man develop his three. He's gonna be nice.
That's what we said about Scotty, and here we are.
Yeah.
I mean, Scotty played great. Scotty played great though,
Yeah,
so
no,
I
like I
like
said,
to
MVP of the series, in my
yeah.
opinion.
The other game seven yesterday was the Pistons and the Magic. That was a lot more boring of a game seven. I think this like series will be remembered for the Orlando Magic game six. It's just such an iconic
Up 22 at halftime, and you just forget how to play basketball in the second half.
23 missed field goals is insane.
14 straight missed three-pointers.
And
It's truly the same.
and pe
Like I don't
people
know.
were shitting on the players and like Jamal Mosley and people were like you can't blame Jamal Mosley because like
You
he's
can't blame Jamal Mosley
you
for his. It's
you
it's
can,
not even like the
okay.
fact that they were like running bad plays. They just weren't making shots.
That's true. That's true. I think at some point Jamal should have just he should have just wasted timeouts, bro. Like he
Yeah,
I don't know
no.
why he didn't use more timeouts in that stretch. Because they were playing embarrassingly bad. And they're freaking like anytime he called a timeout, I was like ready, like, okay, this is gonna be the time, like a moment. Like there's like they're gonna get something here. But then anytime they run a play after a timeout, nothing. Nothing. It was just
Just nothing,
that
man.
one Jalen Suggs three, that 30-foot three that he took. Oh my
Yeah,
God.
man, the settling for threes sometimes is just so hard to watch, man. Like get some ball movement going, get some plays ran, but like for a team that's just you're not a good three-point shooting team at all. So what are you doing settling for these threes?
Yeah.
It was very, it's crazy, man. I'm not even tripping off the fact that they blew a 3-1 lead. It's just that game six, that was bad, man. That was really bad.
It's crazy we haven't seen a 3-1 lead blown since 2020 and we saw two. This and then we
Has
saw
there not
two
been
this
a one since 2020 before besides this year?
no?
Wow,
Isn't
you
that
could
crazy?
be.
Yeah. I saw
Oh, there was almost. Oh no, yeah,
I
never
saw the
mind. I was
graphic and I was like, "Oh shoot." Like, there was almost a 3-0 comeback.
yeah,
That was almost insane, but I think almost a couple 3-1 comes back, but I don't think anybody has obviously nobody has done it. Yeah, but
And there was two in the first round. That's
two in the
crazy.
first round so far. So yeah, this is a long playoffs to go. Hope maybe you never know if another one happens. But
Yeah,
I do
man.
how are you feeling about the Pistons? The way they came back. I think they
I think
I,
it was really good.
they're
Shout
fortunate
out
for
to
their second round matchup. I will say, like they can maybe make a conference finals run, but I like it really was just Cade, man. Cade was just
it was really Kate. I mean, shout out to Tobias Harris for
drag
having,
that
dropping 30 in that game seven.
Tobias
That
as
was really
well.
big.
I'm
Yeah,
saying
yeah.
more like
And
Jalen Duren, even though he played better in that last game, he's just been offensively so disappointing in this entire
he's been
series.
disappointing, but props to him for like showing up in like the game where it literally matters, like in
Yeah,
the
actually
do or
getting
die game. You know what I'm saying? Like so like props to him for that.
yeah. Oh my God,
Um
15 boards. Who do you feel like? Come on.
Hey, Angel Reese ain't tweeted shit since then, man. She ain't tweeted shit.
Hey, come on, bro. Come on, bro. Leave Wendell Carter and Angel alone, bro.
I'm not even going to Wendell Carter. He ain't got nothing to do with it. It's just
Yeah.
her. Yeah. But um but nah, shout out to the Pistons for closing it out at home. But yeah, Cade again, it really just a lot of it was just having him to go one on one in ISO and me, I'm glad he was able to get some help, from Tobias Harris today, but I am worried for the second round and just to see, if the
Definitely.
other guy's going to be able to contribute, if Tobias Harris is even going to be able to have another game like that again, if even close, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So,
And that was in a glad he had that game in game seven, but also Jalen Duren had the best game of game seven, and
yeah.
they're about to match up against a team with two really good bigs. So
That's what I'm saying.
we'll
Like,
talk about that more, but
yeah.
like pretty insane.
Now, what are some now I guess
Some
what are some things you want to see the Magic do in the offseason?
for the Magic, I was ooh he
Because I have like two or three things.
the number one thing would be is already done is
Jamal
getting
Mosley got
Jamal
fired
Mosley got
immediately. Yeah.
fired. Yeah, it was the day after they
Yeah,
literally
immediately.
they did not take any second. I was like, okay, that's
I,
kind of
w- I, w I wonder what he was like in that locker room. When he's just like just chilling, just like I'm not even gonna say anything crazy. Like, oh, we'll be back next year. I ain't gonna be here next year.
go out there, play, win, draw, lose, have fun.
Yeah, like,
What
oh
did you
man.
say? Yeah, that's my favorite quote. I love that quote. But I think it's I think Jamal Mosley he's not a bad coach. Like he can't be a head coach. I think he can probably be an assistant somewhere. He's got really good schemes defensively sometimes, but offensively that team was just not running anything great. Anything in the past few years, and that's always what we said. If they get a point guard, we were hoping Desmond Bain was going to run the offense this year. Like that's how like desperate we were for somebody to run, and he couldn't do it unfortunately because he's not a point guard. He's a shooting guard,
Y-
so
Yeah.
you can't expect he can play make and he can do stuff like that. But that's something that's like what I want the Magic to do. I want them to get playmaking. I want them to get a real guard, a real on ball handler, someone who can play create as well. Like you brought up this guy with Cade Cunningham, but I would not hate Tyler Hero on this team.
Yeah, man. I think
As
just
a ball handler and a shot creator, I would prefer it.
yeah. I think
But his contract's a little chunky.
his contract's chunky. Yeah, I think for sure if they want to do that, obviously I think Jalen Suggs has got to go. I think
Yes.
at this point, like
30
get rid of him before his
million.
contract. He's making like over 30 million a year. Get
Has that
get rid
not
of that.
kicked in? Is it just about to kick in?
Maybe it kicked in
Is he same year as
last.
Christian Braun? Or Christian Brown? Is he same year? Are they same year as draft? 2023? No. Way
I
different
kind
year.
of want to see that, but basically, what I was saying is, yeah, trade Jalen Suggs to like get an on ball like playmaker and a creator for sure. But they also can't be like a total liability on defense because the thing with the Magic is like they don't have somebody that you can like pick on. So like you can't. So if you're gonna trade Jalen Suggs, who is like like you're kind of in your enforcer, obviously you can't you might not be able to trade somebody that matches that, but like they can't just be a cone on defense as well. So I
Yeah.
think prioritizing like a true playmaking guard is definitely key, and that starts with trading Jalen Suggs. I think also as
Who?
well, I wouldn't be surprised if they listen to offers for Franz Wagner just for his injury history. Like, I mean,
It'd
you
be
gotta think
super
about it
valuable. I mean, I would offer a lot for Franz Wagner.
for sure. And I don't know, just to get Paolo just a more reliable star because obviously Franz has been injured a lot. Oh my God, he signed it 2024. So,
So it
oh
probably
yes,
kicked
this
in last season.
so it started
Or
this year.
this year,
This
yeah. So he's
season.
got
Yep.
4 more years of 30 million annually. That's a little chunky for
Yeah.
Jalen Suggs, but Yeah, it'll be good to trade though. Like that and a first round pick might be valuable somewhere if someone's trying to give up something. Like,
Hmm.
that's what I was asking. Who's that playmaking guard you see on the Magic?
I mean, remember that one name I popped? I said like Trey Jones. That was one thing, but like,
Yo, if we're if our biggest offseason move is Trey Jones, man, like like
but
that's
then
a
I'm just
little.
like, cause obviously it can be unless you trade for like a star guard, like, but that would include like I think that would include having to get rid of Franz too. Or I
Yeah,
guess
Franz and I don't know if you could do that.
unless you're considering keeping like, cause then you're gonna have Bane on a big contract. You already have Pal on a big contract.
Yeah.
Their payroll is fucking insane.
Yeah, that Bane trade really messed him up with all the picks and stuff. I don't understand it. Like Bane's not a bad player. I just think the
Yeah.
4 first round picks and the really like 30 it's like 30 to 40 million dollars annually for Desmond Bane, so little chunky. So yeah, I want them
They
to
got
get
some
a
work to do this
playmaker.
offseason. Definitely some roster construction, and they got to make some money changing moves for sure. But I think it definitely starts with Jalen Suggs being like the main guy who's probably going to be the like out. And
Yeah, throughout
then
the offseason we'll hear about offseason targets and stuff and like everything on this
Giannis to
Sunday.
Orlando.
This
Giannis to
I
Orlando.
can't wait for this upcoming Sunday because it's gonna be right before we film our next podcast. But this upcoming Sunday is the draft lottery, so we find out who has what
Ooh.
picks. Yes,
AJ DeBonsa, you are Indiana Pacer, bruh.
we're gonna find that out.
Welcome to Indiana, dog.
That'll be a topic of discussion in the next podcast, obviously, because that'll be like the day before. So that'll be super big to watch. I'm excited about that. I hope it's not during any playoff game going on. Like I hope they schedule it like a different time.
Yeah. Well, I
But
mean, Adam Silver's already fucking up with the schedule he's providing, so he
God, bro,
probably.
tonight the two games are
There's no
overlapping.
excuse. You have two games on. Like, there's no excuse to be
And
overlapping games.
in second round matchups, I want to watch every quarter, every second of
What
those
are you talking
matchups.
about?
Like, what are we
Now,
doing
like,
over? I don't. I
it
hate
is
it.
whatever, because, like, when the Sixers Knicks ends, it's gonna be like the second half for like Spurs and like Wolves, but
Yeah,
like, I don't want to have two different screens on, bruh.
yeah. I'm gonna have to dual screen it. Unfortunately, I just use my
Ridiculous.
TV and my laptop, but it's a little annoying sometimes. Sometimes I'll be like using my laptop for other stuff, or I'll be using my TV for other stuff, and I'm like, damn, I can't do this like right now. But it doesn't matter.
Exactly.
Silver will eventually just give us league pass and stuff for free, so it'll be fine.
Eventually, bruh. We
We'll
got to
be
be
good.
nice to him a little bit.
But moving on to the next series that ended, the Celtics and the Magic. No, it's not Celtics and the Magic. Celtics and the Sixers. That was a really fun one to watch. Honestly, super surprising. That was the other 3-1 comeback that happened, and wow, like super surprising and like good story, honestly. Because after game one, 30-point blowout, like for most of it, ended up like just looking like a complete Celtic like steamroll. Everybody
Yeah.
was thinking, me as well. I'm like, okay, this is Celtics in four, maybe five if Tyrese Maxey can get you one. But then Embiid come back mid-series. First, the shout out to the Sixers in general. Before Embiid come back, being able to win game two in Boston, that was a big win.
That was
Like
big.
that was, and then
And your rookie won that game for you. Like
yes,
your rookie winning that game for you.
shout out to VJ. I saw you repost that video of him with the backwards defense play.
That's some Drew Holiday shit right there, dog.
That was a really good play. That would like defensively, like that's what you want from somebody, and he like from a veteran. So like the fact that he's like 20 years old doing stuff like that, really impressive from your rookie. I
Hmm.
also think Embiid's just like even like in game seven, I think he only had, like 19 points, or game six he only had, like 19 points or something. He is just his gravity, like he draws so much in the court. Everybody's looking at him when he gets the ball. They're like, "What's about to happen now?" He's just so important, even injured and like at 85% or whatever. Because like the appendix, like he was cut open like 2 weeks ago. Like
Bro,
I don't
they
understand
were
it.
stretching him out on the floor.
That's insane, bro. Like it's like he's genuinely a warrior for being able to
Like a
play.
surgery, dog. It's not like he had like a muscle injury or nothing. He went through fucking
They
surgery
like
not even a
cut him
month ago.
open, bro. Like appendicitis, they have to cut you open. Like that's not like oh my God. Shout out to bro.
Yeah.
I'm rooting for bro the rest of the playoffs. Like I hope
Hey,
they make a championship run.
my
Like I hope.
Sixers, not my Sixers. I want the
No, hey, the
Sixers.
Suns are out, bro. We can say you
Hey,
can
yeah.
claim a
I'm rooting for the
team.
Sixers all the way to I want them to be the Indiana Pacers of last year, bro.
I'll give you that. I'm with you on that.
But just to expound on the Embiid thing, him coming back just really changed the series. I mean, obviously, like you had Payne Pritchard talk about like before he came back, like they didn't really have a game plan for him, and then when
Yeah.
he comes back, I don't know if there really is a game plan for him because
What
the
are you
way
gonna do?
Philly was using him was they have him post up on the block, they give him the ball. it either result in him attacking his matchup, which is like either Keita or Luka Garza, or hell, even Jaylen Brown was guarding him in moments. He
Yep.
would either attack that, or because of the gravity that he has on the court, the Celtics are always going to send a double, and he has the ability to read the defense and make that pass back out to
He's become a great
VJ or
playmaker.
Maxey or whoever's wide open. And the Sixers really capitalizing off of that for majority of the game. And I mean, that's listen, man. Even if he's playing, even if he's playing 80%, he's still a dangerous man on that court. And just the
Yes.
gravity and the attention he has on the court is really beneficial for the Sixers. So
It's
shout out them for
incredible.
completing that comeback, and then just shout out Paul George as well for holding his own against Jaylen Brown and
Great
Tatum in
defense this
moments.
series.
Yes.
Incredible, like all world defender in this series is actually pretty insane.
Hmm.
I like continue to be amazed that he's. I think that suspension honestly was really good. Like
It was
he
good, man.
he got healthy rest. He was probably just working out, hitting the gym, like hitting the
And who
bike.
knows, maybe even leading up to that, he could have been already dealing with like some kind of minor injury,
Yeah,
and
maybe
now
yeah.
he
It
has
was
just
so
25
this
extra days to just heal up on that.
perfectly yeah perfect. So that was honestly like kind of a blessing in disguise for the Sixers. So hopefully they make a run. Moving up to the Celtics side of things. How do you feel about that, man? How do you feel about this loss? I think you and I are both glad Jason Tatum didn't play in that game. I
I'm
think it
so
was just
glad.
the
Yeah,
correct
I would
decision.
have. Yes, I saw someone say when you think about it, Embiid kind of saved Tatum's career by like not having him. I'm like, bro, shut the
Yo,
fuck up.
yeah, no, they're right. They're right. Embiid saved Tatum's career.
Yeah.
We're gonna roll with that.
Um, but yeah, I do want to say I did not like the lineup that Joe Mazzulla had out there to
Mm-mm.
start the game. Listen, man,
Mm-mm.
this is game 7 of the playoffs. This is not the time to be making these kind of adjustments. Listen. I wasn't even mad about like Baylor Shireman starting. So I'm like, okay, he provides spacing. He's a really
He
good
can shoot, yeah.
rebounder. He can get you those extra like, second chance points. Cool. You want to start Ron Harper and Luca Garza in the final game of your fucking season, dog? I'm like, I literally when I saw him like, is Keita injured? And I go to see him like, he's like, no. I'm like, why is he not starting? And then the crazy part, when he gets into the game, you just see the impact that he provided, and I'm just like, why would you not start him? And then Ron Harper,
I
what are we
just
doing here?
I just know that they like
Keep in
M
mind, those
Maz
three guys, by the way, those three starters, they combined for 0 points, I think.
oh my God, that's insane. I'm pretty that and that was like the first time that lineup ever played minutes this season too.
Dog,
Uh,
oh
I
my
could
God.
imagine. You know how weird
You don't start
Missoula.
Pritchard? Like
You know how
crazy.
weird of a guy Missoula is. Like you just know how weird of a guy he is. Like when you hear his answers in media, I just know he was in that meeting. He was like, "Guys, hear me out. I have an idea."
Yeah.
He gets to the
Jalen, you're gonna play the
whiteboard.
four, by the way. We're
He
gonna
walked
have you
up.
at the four.
He just
Like, what
walked
are
up
we
to
doing?
the whiteboard. He was like, "Luca Garza guarding Joel Embiid. What do you guys think?" And we saw exactly what it was.
And the crazy part about it is like the dude that they traded for at the deadline got a coach's DNP.
Oh heck no, man! Don't do my man Booch like that, bro.
No, it's not. I mean, kinda because he's bad, but clearly, but like that's just crazy. They were better off just keeping Simons.
No, yeah, they were it was just a tax thing. I told you they were gonna trade him for the
Yeah,
taxes,
for
bro.
sure. But like looking back on it now, it's like,
It was
damn,
stupid. It was stupid.
that's like 15 extra points you could have gotten.
And the spacing, the shot creation, like Simons is a
Yes,
great player. Like, yeah. Where did he get traded to again? Oh,
the
Chicago,
Bulls.
yeah. But
Yeah,
was he
but
balling out there?
no, he had a season-ending
That's what it was.
injury
I
to
was
my
like,
head.
why did I not see him at the end of the season? That makes a lot more sense.
Yeah,
I feel like I didn't see him once he got traded, but that makes way more sense. I do remember him in New Jersey now, though. But
yeah.
Celtics side of things, what changes do you think they need this offseason? And then
I
what
think,
did you see the Jaylen Brown stuff first?
bro, listen, listen, dog, listen. There's a time and place, bro. You don't stream the day after your season ends, and then you want to talk about like, oh, the refs have like an agenda and like the flopping and the push. I'm like, dog, you literally pushed off Maxi and made him hyperextend his teammate's fucking leg.
Listen,
Like, I'm not.
I'm gonna sound biased, but at least Booker did it in like the media,
Yes,
and
in
once the
the
series was
media,
over, she was like, Shea's
just
the MVP.
just took his L like a man and
Yeah,
moved the fuck on.
he got
You ain't
swept,
heard
bro.
shit from him since. He heard
Jalen
nothing.
Brown, like I love Jalen Brown as a player, one of the best in the league, and like
He needs some media
I,
training.
I I enjoyed his part of starting five. Honestly, I thought he had a cool vibe, and I really enjoyed his stuff that he was doing. So he was like a cool player to watch this season. I was like super excited, but that like yesterday, I was like, bro, what are we doing, man? It
And
was
then for him to
so.
s- and then for him to say that this was his favorite year that
Hmm.
he's been and I'm like it's kind of ironic. Like I'm not trying to like start something, but it is kind of ironic that like the year where you were the number one option and like
It's
MVP voting, like I get it, but at the same time I'm like I don't know, man. These kind of feel like sly comments towards
dude,
like
that's what I'm
Tatum
thinking,
and
but
shit.
we might
Yeah.
just be reading into it. But like in my opinion, and I'm just a fucking
This was
I'm
you
just a
enjoyed
guy
this
who
more
likes
than the year you won the championship and Finals MVP. Like,
exactly.
what are we talking
You won
about?
Eastern Conference Finals MVP, Finals MVP, a championship. You guys won like 60 games with the best team in the NBA. You're telling me that wasn't the most fun, best time of your season? That wasn't the best part of your career? What are you talking? Which like it's weird for us to say because like he's his own individual person, so it's like whatever
Sure,
he's
but
enjoying, I
like,
guess.
dog, there's
But
just some things that you gotta learn
but
to
like
just keep
from
to
the outside
yourself.
looking in, it's definitely a sly comment. It looks like a sly comment. Like okay, this you blew a 3-1 lead to your rival in the first round when you were the clear favorites, and your star co-star was out for the entire season, and that's your favorite season. Interesting. Just I don't.
Yeah,
He's the way he's always talked about Boston too. He does not. I don't think he's gonna be there for his entire career. I feel like he's
I
like
don't think so, bro.
he's
There
gonna be
was
an Atlanta Hawk at some point. I feel like.
he talked about that.
Really?
Bro, no, there was literally I forget the exact quote, but it was sometime during this year he was like I'd love to play in Atlanta or some shit like that, or I'd love to play for this other team. I'm like,
There you go.
bro, there's like
Future Atlanta
certain
Hawk, Jalen
things you
Brown.
just can't say, man. Like I don't know. But to go back to what I think that they might do for the offseason, I think for sure they're gonna listen to offers for Derek White.
Oh yeah,
He
terrible
just
series. Terrible series.
terrible series, just terrible overall season. He's gonna make all defense. Like make no mistake, he was a great
Y-
defender.
Yeah,
But just in the
offensively terrible
offense,
season.
this is by far his worst season since he's been on the Celtics. So and just a kind of a complete no show in this series. So yeah, they're definitely gonna listen to offers. I assume they're probably gonna go just for another guard because they already have the wings
Yeah,
and the
especially with how
maybe go for a center. Have Kata be like a backup and swing for like a
yeah, Vooch is too Vooch getting DMPs. Like it's
yeah
the
which is
writing
a
was on the wall.
yeah
I I,
so
I also I think with the emergence of how good Peyton Pritchard is, like you can give up Derek White now. Like it's okay.
yeah
Like
it
Peyton
is
Pritchard
gonna
is just
suck
a
just
very good
losing
solid guard.
it is gonna suck just losing the spacing and shooting that he used to provide, and also just the defense that he provides as well. That is gonna suck,
Hey,
but
well,
get off that contract while you can.
I forgot who I was listening to. I think it was Rusty Buckets, another guy who does like YouTube stuff and like
Hmm.
basketball. He pointed out this. He had the stats on the playoff series before Game 7, where Jalen Brown shot 0 for 4 from three. He was shooting 26% from three in the series. So it probably went down. He was probably shooting like 20% in the series from three. So
Damn.
Jalen Brown had a very, very bad shooting for three from season. I never realized he is a bad 3-point shooter. Like he can't, like he doesn't make them consistently.
So is
Like,
that why 2 years ago Steve Kerr did that thing where he's like, we're just gonna let Jalen Brown like beat us? Do you remember that
is that
game?
what? I don't remember that. No,
It was
really.
well, this was like maybe it's like 2 seasons ago, but it was the Warriors were playing the Celtics and their game plan was just leave Jalen Brown wide open from three, and
There you
it didn't
go.
work. It didn't work. But I'm just like, damn, I guess he's just not a good 3-point shooter.
I guess consistently not. I realize it like sometimes that he doesn't take a lot of them. 'Cause like I said he was only 0 for 4 in that one game, but 0 for 4 is a big deal. Like, you could have hit at least one of them. Like that would
Yeah,
have been helpful in that very close game. Like that one pass
and
to
then
Keita. Yeah, I have that in my notes. Oh my God, I forgot. I gotta pull up my notes again.
that was and then
That pass to
he.
Keita should have happened. And the fact that he said 100 out of 100 times,
I mean,
I'm
like,
making
here's
this
my
pass to
thing. Like,
Pritchard.
when you go back
No,
and watch the,
no,
hold
I
up,
don't want to hear your thing. I
hold
don't
up.
want to hear your thing just because it's your birthday.
I can understand it because like Embiid wasn't that far behind Kata, so like there's a chance he could have blocked him, and then Pritchard was left wide open. Like I get it, but
But
like
there's a
I'm
chance
making
you
that pass
swing
100 times, 100 times, bro. Just ugh.
because there's a chance you swing it to Keita, and even if Embiid recovers, Keita might swing it to Pritchard, who was open who was like sliding to the corner. Like there's a like that.
Yeah.
Why not give it the extra opportunity? Like I personally, I'm not gonna fault Jaylen Brown for the pass in real time. In real time, that's fine. But it's the comment of 100 out of 100 times I'm making that pass. That's the wrong take. I'm sorry. You're the NBA player, yes, but that's the wrong take. I'm sorry. I cannot agree with that one.
Yeah,
But yes,
yeah.
the Celtics disappointing end to their season. Unfortunately, massive shout out to the Sixers, and let's hope they continue to like actually kill it. I think all the series ended in the past week, so we can just kind of touch up on the other ones like for a little bit, like Thunder Suns. We don't gotta talk about that one too much.
Yeah.
Like
That ended
Suns.
like on Monday, bro. Last Monday.
Yeah, exact. But like that was before we like actually like
Oh yeah,
recapped it.
yeah.
So like
Lakers
it's
Rockets that ended too.
yeah. Also like all the series ended. But like yeah, Thunder Suns. That one's cool. Suns. There's not their off season's gonna be cool. Like
Have you seen this stuff where like I really hope we don't? Oh, we talked about it. Aaron Gordon. Never mind. We talked about it.
Aaron Gordon. Yeah, we
Yeah,
talked
yeah.
about you and I, but I don't think we talked about it on the podcast. We're not fans of the Aaron Gordon trade.
That trading for him is a win now move. We are
We're
in a
not winning out.
development
Yeah,
stage. We're not there yet.
we're hoping we win 45 again next year.
Yeah,
That's
that's it.
my goal.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
hope we can be in the playoffs again at the very least. I hope we don't regress. That's all I hope for this
Yeah.
offseason. But as for the Thunder, they're moving on to the next round. They got the Lakers in the next round, which Lakers Rockets, an actual series to talk about with some substance. A fun one. I massive shout out to the Lakers in Game 6 for just handling their
Taking care of
business.
business
Yeah,
as they should have.
not playing with
Yeah.
their food, which was like what you needed. Austin Reeves being back, like he looked a lot healthier in Game 6, and he was like really like ready to play. So shout out
hmm
to him. I think it's just
Shout out to Rui as well, bro.
the two dribble pull up, bro. That clip did pretty good on TikTok. I think it did pretty good.
Good, 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 man. Because it's true, man. And I tweeted this out during that game six. He wasn't hesitating on any of his open threes, and that was a problem
Mm-mm.
that I had about him in game five. He was hesitating a lot, which then would lead to him taking a contested midi.
I'm a worse
But in
shot.
game
Yep.
six, he was just he's just shooting him, and it was
And
really
even
effective
when
for
he
him.
made the
So
contested midi, I'd be like, cool, but you could have had the wide open
the
three,
wide
more
open shot,
points.
yeah.
So like,
So
why'd you have to take the harder shot? I guess, bro. But they won the series. Shout out to the Lakers for being able to contend against the Rockets and just actually dominate against a team who should have won. The Rockets team should have won, considering that they were a better team and healthier. I mean, I know they were missing Kevin Durant, but even when he played, they lost. So I don't understand. Do you
100%.
do you think the Rockets? What do you think their offseason is gonna look like?
I don't. Well, apparently, Ime Udoka's job is safe, so there's that. I don't think he's
Really?
getting it. Apparently, that's what I'm thinking.
That's
That's what I'm seeing.
crazy. I
His
mean, I
job is
guess
safe.
I know KD's like a big fan. He was like a big fan. Him and like Royal Ivy were like both there, so he was like a big fan of
Katie
all.
and Ime are like from what I saw, they're like gonna be a part of the Rockets' future. I'm like, bro, future. Katie's there for like one more year, dog.
Yeah,
The
Future,
man's
bro.
almost 40. The fuck are we
Future. I don't know
talking
if he's
about?
there for this year, bro. Future is
Yeah,
crazy.
but I think realistically, I don't think there's a single untouchable player. Maybe outside of Kevin Durant, like if that's the case, like if he's part of their future, sure. But like everybody outside of him, I don't think there's anybody untouchable. I think they're gonna listen to offers. They're definitely gonna be in the Giannis sweepstakes, but for sure this offseason,
Who do you value more, Amen or Şengün?
I feel like a man has more upside.
I do too.
Uh,
I don't want to hate
you see the
on Amen
contract
too much.
he's eligible of getting, dog. There's
Yeah.
I'm not giving that shit to him.
Yeah, I saw numbers on the board talking about it, but the good point that they made was we've seen the history. The Rockets don't do that. They didn't give it to Şengün. They didn't give it to Jalen Green.
Good, yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
like I think they'll probably
5
follow in that
250.
history.
Because then I saw someone to say like I saw another post that was like Nikola Jokic is expected to sign a 5-year 278 mil. I'm like, you're telling me Nikola Jokic is 28 is 20 something mil more than Amen Thompson? We're not doing
Yeah,
that shit,
like
dog.
so like annually, like Jokic would only be making like 4 million more than Jokic.
Exactly,
Than
yeah.
like oh my God, yeah.
So yeah, no, but
I,
I think Amen does have more upside, but I think realistically they're gonna listen to offers for anybody. I don't think anybody's untouchable. They're gonna make some trades, make some
so do you think
moves.
they're gonna blow it up?
I don't think they're gonna blow it up.
You think they're
I
probably just you think
here's what I'll
everybody's
say.
open to be moved, but only one big move will happen, you think?
I think if they do make a trade, I think Şengün is the main piece out. Because my thing, I do want to see a man and Jabari back. I think Jabari Smith played really good. He was looking kind of a playoff riser. I'm not gonna lie. His three
Hmm.
ball was really good.
Very good.
He was just kind of taking advantage of the. Obviously, with Kevin Durant out, he has the more of a green light. Kind of taking advantage of that. You know, he was looking really good. So I do would like to see Amen and Jabari back. But if they're gonna make a big swing, I think Şengün is the odd man out.
I could see it. I think you, which is crazy that he's the odd man out because like his value has definitely dropped a little bit. He'll still get you something, but I wonder what they're gonna trade for. Like, what would you want the Rockets to get?
I mean, like I said, they're realistically going to be in the Giannis sweepstakes. I think so.
Would you like
Uh,
it if it was like Şengün and Tari and like with a sign and trade for Tari? I don't know if they can package him, but if they
yeah,
were to do that, something like that, and then like picks, something like that.
I think that's a good trade. But at the same time, man, it's so hard because here's my thing. Like obviously you know this. If you trade for a guy like Giannis, like the spacing has to be good. And like for a team that already doesn't have the spacing,
Yeah,
if you're gonna make a trade like that, you have to make sure you add the shooting, you add the stretch five next to
but
Giannis.
and that's gonna be hard because KD's making 50 million. Excuse me, sorry. KD's million making 50 million. Giannis is
Yeah,
making 50 million. A man is gonna probably get at least 25 to 30. So
yeah,
that's like almost all your salary cap right there on those three guys if you were to make that trade. So I don't think that's probably realistic unless something else big happens. But Reed Shepard
yeah.
was 1 for 10 from three in Game 7. Just wanted you to know that.
1 for 10.
Yes. I
Damn.
just thought that was a good point to bring up. He's definitely playing out of position, and it's like unfortunate to see him have to put up 10 threes that were like hard contested threes or weren't like catch and shoot, which like what he would be excelling at.
Yeah.
But still, it's like, come on, bro. You gotta, he was shooting like 30% for the entire series.
I mean, it felt like it. He was shooting like 20 shots a night and not even reaching like 30%.
Unfortunate first playoff series for Reed Shepard. Hopefully, he can turn it around as his time goes throughout the league. But I think he will get better as he goes, but just definitely not the best for the rookie, unfortunately.
Not the best look. Not the best look.
Next series I want to get into. What else I got written down in my notes?
Oh, Spurs and
Yeah, I was gonna say
Mhm.
Spurs and Blazers, but that
Oh
one's
no,
like
not
a.
Spurs and Blazers. Minnesota and Denver.
Oh yeah, there you go. Well, we'll touch on Spurs and Blazers real quick. That was like a nothing burger. Another
Yeah,
like
nearly nothing.
shout
Yeah.
out to the Blazers for winning one when Wemby got concussed, but it probably would
Yeah.
have been a sweep. So, but shout out to the
Yeah.
Blazers. They beat the Suns, so they're better than us. So that's all that
They
matters.
won a game at least, though.
Yeah, they won a game. They won a playoff game. They were the Suns.
Yeah.
Suns were the only team in the NBA playoffs to not win a game. Just remember that. I was listening to Kenny's podcast and he was talking about the first round, like his own podcast, the Kenny one that he dropped like an hour ago. And
Hmm.
he started it. He was like, first round of the playoffs has been an A plus 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 plus. And I was like, okay, he's liking, and he was like, well, besides one team. And then I was like, oh my God. And then he brought up the Suns. I was like, oh my God, okay. Yeah.
Come on, Kenny. Leave us alone, dog.
Well,
Like, there's no need to bring it
well, it
up.
was fair though. He just kind of said we all knew how that series was going and it went exactly how we thought it was. So, which was fair because that's how it went. So we can't hate too much. But Spurs Blazers, shout out to them. That series was cool. Do you think the Blazers are gonna make any moves this year, or do you think their big move is just Dame coming back?
I mean, dog, apparently they're gonna be in the Giannis
Giannis
sweepstakes as well.
sweepstakes. I've heard
That
that. It'd probably be
um
a Denny trade, bro. They might just do Denny. I don't know if they
yeah,
keep
Denny trade.
Giannis, Denny, and Dame.
Yeah, apparently that they're gonna they might get some interest like offers for Drew Holiday as well. I would capitalize off of that, try to get rid off that contract because he's making like 30 mil
Yeah, it
at his
gives you
age.
way more flexibility. Like if
Yeah.
you were to trade for
So
Giannis, it'd be the smart move. I would like the big man room of like Giannis next to Donovan Clingan. I would really
100% that
Clingan can shoot the
defensive
three
front
ball.
court is gonna be insane.
Clingan can shoot the three ball. So like and like
Gotta improve on that though.
he's
Definitely gotta
young, but
improve on that.
he's young. He can get better for sure.
Yeah.
Like but you can definitely like count on him to like space the floor with Giannis. So at least I think you can like if you were to make that trade. I would like that a lot for the Blazers. I think it'd be cool to see. But
Yeah.
I think it's probably all just like talk. I don't know if anything
Yeah.
like that would actually happen for Portland. Yeah, Nuggets and the Wolves though. That series pretty crazy. Like a lot of people were like, "Oh, the Nuggets are gonna get a free 3-1 comeback. Like it's just easy." Ayo DeSumo is injured. Ant is injured. DiVincenzo is injured. Game 6 comes around, and then it was just the Jaden McDaniels game, man. Oh my gosh.
Jaden McDaniels. No Ayo Dosunmu by the way that last game.
Hmm.
That's just insane, man.
And nobody.
Yeah, shout out Jaden McDaniels. They did exactly what they say they're gonna do, which is attack everybody. Um I think it was really nice to see him just actually be aggressive, and obviously he had the green light to be aggressive, and he took advantage of that. Took advantage of any mismatch he had. Was targeting Jamal Murray on defense as well, so that was really good to see. And then just
Jamal
Rudy
Murray was
Gobert,
getting
just
freaking hunted, man. It
he was
was
getting
kind of
hunted dog.
embarrassing. I was like, oh my God. You know who was hunting him, bro? Oh wait, you go into your Rudy Gobert spare real quick.
Well, I was gonna say Rudy Gobert did a really good job of slowing down Nikola Jokic in moments. Like it was like for in
Jokic
the
had a bad
past,
series until
yeah,
like
in the
he had like
past
two good
Jokic.
games, but
In the
no.
past, Jokic has won the Gobert matchup, but this series he was making it really tough on him to get any kind of rhythm going. So shout out Gobert for that, showing why he's a four-time Defensive Player of the Year and he's going to continue being a great caliber defender.
No, yeah,
As
literally.
for like some people try to discredit him for some fucking reason. I don't know.
Everybody hates him for
Yeah.
no odd reason. Terrence Shannon Jr. though, he was hunting the hell out of Jamal Murray in the clutch and like just throughout the entire game. So massive shout out to him because he wasn't playing a lot this season, this series. So he was just ready. He stayed ready and just got onto the court when it mattered and just showed
Shout
up.
out to
24 points.
Chris Finch came out and said like a mistake I made was having him just like being like in the corner versus putting the ball in his hands. And when they put the ball in his hands, he took advantage of it.
He
And
did. He was
just his
cooking.
speed, his ability to just drive by anybody, like that was a really big
Super
factor in this
impressive.
series. So shout out him, man. Shout out him. Shout out the Timberwolves as a whole for advancing
Yeah, he
with all
probably
the
earned with Ant I was gonna say with Ant injured, but Ant is playing tonight, so that's a whole
Yeah.
different like thing. But I was gonna say with if Ant misses any time this series, like Terrence Shannon Jr. is gonna get some extra burn, so that'll be nice to see, and like
And
hopefully
he
he does get some
started in
extra
that
minutes.
last game too,
Yeah,
Terrence Shannon. So
that's
that's
what was
like,
crazy. Because
hmm.
no AO, no Ant, they or DiVincenzo, like they literally had to go to the next guard up. Like he just had to stay ready. Shout out to the boy. Dude, by the way, Gobert was 2 assists off of a triple double. Very
Really? Oh shit, I didn't
yeah,
notice that.
he was genuinely cooking that Jokic matchup. What's another series? Knicks and Hawks. Oh my God, can we talk about Game 6? Oh my God, that was so funny. It wasn't even the most embarrassing loss though, like because I feel like the Magic was worse. I'm not gonna lie. What do you think? Who had the
Wait,
most
you're saying the Magic like Game 6 loss was worse?
me? Yeah, I think so. Yes. Who do you? Okay, I'll ask you this question. Who do you think had the worst like playoff elimination? The Celtics, the
I
Nuggets,
mean,
the Magic, or the Hawks?
I gotta go with the Hawks, bro. They
You,
were down by like 60.
you think that's the worst? I feel like it's not the most embarrassing. It's not
You're
the
down
worst.
60 on your home court. You're not getting up. You're not putting up
It,
any fight at all. Like
it's
it's
bad. It's so bad. I, I think
like
more
bad.
cons.
Bad is an understatement, major. That's terrible.
I'm talking about, dude. The Orlando thing was at their home floor. They
That's
were
for
up
sure. But
22 on their
like
home floor. They literally made history and missed the most shots in the like I think in the shot clock era of the playoff era and like in there was a 30-minute time in the game where Paolo Banchero was the only person who made a field goal.
yeah. He was the only one. Yeah. Listen,
Like
if you want to make the argument that that's worse, I'm not
but
gonna
I'm
argue
talking
against
about
that.
like their playoff elimination, which one's most
Playoff
embarrassing?
elimination.
Because that's why I think the Hawks aren't up there if you think about playoff elimination. Because in the context of it, the Hawks weren't even supposed to.
I don't
They
know, man.
taking it to six
Bro,
is
I
cool.
didn't. I'm gonna be honest, dog. After that first quarter, I didn't watch any. I didn't watch that game after at all for the
Oh,
Hawks and Knicks. I'm just like, because this is just embarrassing. This is such a sad way to go
but
out.
you would think the Hawks are more embarrassed than the Nuggets
Oh, the
or the
Nuggets.
Celtics.
That's okay. When you bringing up the Nuggets,
I brought up all 4 teams. I asked you like,
I know. Yeah. No. They slipped my mind because we were talking about the Magic. They slipped my mind.
yeah. I was like the
Yeah.
Nuggets
Now that
blew
I
a
think about
3-1
it, the
lead.
Nuggets actually might be a little more embarrassing because
The,
even though they didn't have Aaron Gordon, you still have Jokic and Jamal Murray.
and they
The
were a favorite in the series, even if they were healthy, even if the
Yeah.
Wolves were healthy. Like so, like the fact that the Wolves weren't healthy and they still lost in 6, I think that's a way more embarrassing playoff loss than the Hawks. I think you're hating on that just because Game 6 was bad. I don't think Atlanta's gonna be
No.
like.
Now that I think about it, Denver is definitely the more embarrassing one. Now that
That's what I would say personally.
yeah,
I would say Boston's worse as well, honestly.
you think?
Dude, because they were the 2 seed and the East favorites. Dude, you're two. They were my Eastern, like they were coming out of the East for me.
Hmm.
Your two teams that were going to the finals are both out in the first round.
Yeah, I had
You
Celtics and the Nuggets going to the finals.
like that's how crazy like we had those were two finals teams that got blew 3-1 leads in the first round. I think it's so embarrassing what they did, honestly, because I don't know. Well, the Nuggets didn't blow a 3-1 lead.
Yeah, yeah, but
Excuse
they were
me,
down
but
3-1.
that's why I think the Celtics is also embarrassing. They blew a 3-1 lead. Like, how do you doing that in the modern era right now is like it's a little bit more common, but to the Sixers or seven seed, I guess,
That's
man. But
that's tough, man.
I do think the Celtics are probably gonna. I hope they panic.
You
I
think
hope.
I don't think they need to, man. Just some
I,
small minor
no, I
tweaks
don't
to the
think they. I don't
roster.
think they need to either. I just hope they do.
Why? Because you want this to be bad?
No, I don't think they'll be bad if they panic. I just think I want them to blow up the Jays because I want to see Jaylen Brown have his own team.
Oh, really? You want to see them split up for real?
I do want. I like personally. I think it would be more fun because I feel like that it would give their matchups a lot. If he was in the East, like imagine if he got traded to like a team in the East, that'd be a really good a
Yeah.
really good thing. I don't know who it would be a good team if we get to Philly
Oh man.
for
Would he be good in Atlanta next to Jalen Johnson?
I would like the fit. A shot creator like CJ McCollum's good, obviously, but
Yeah.
Jaylen Brown's a way better shot creator. Not from three, but he can create his own jump shot. He can dribble decently well, although people are questionable with his left hand. So I think it'd be fun to see them split up in the next like few years, but I don't think they will. Honestly, I don't know if they. I feel like the only way that he leaves is if it's free agency. I don't know if they'll ever trade him, but we'll find out.
We'll see.
Is that every first round series?
Yeah. I
Yeah, that
can't wait
is.
till we get to a part where like when we're like famous, it'll be like, all right, guys, we're gonna take a break and talk about this sponsor today. Because this would be like the sponsor like part right here. We'll
Yeah,
get there eventually, guys.
today's segment is going to be sponsored by.
And it's just the logo's just gonna
Have a good
pop up.
day, guys.
There you go. It's just gonna
It's
pop up on the
just
screen.
positivity.
Don't
Have a good
worry.
day.
We'll
We're,
get there.
we're
We'll get
sponsored
there.
by the positivity. That's what we're
There you
sponsored by.
go.
But we're just gonna give our predictions for the
See how
second
it goes.
round right here because we got four different second round matchups, 8 teams left. We're about to find out who our conference finals matchups are gonna be. A little exciting, very very exciting because like in the next 2 weeks we're gonna have 4 teams left, and then 2 weeks after that we're gonna have 2 teams left, and then a week after that it's gonna be the NBA champion, and we're gonna be very moving through the off season. So
Yeah.
like we got like 6 podcasts left of the season. I mean, we're gonna still film throughout the
Oh,
summer
season for
and stuff,
sure.
but like six of like the actual season. So like we gotta keep tuning in, man. Second round though, let's start with a series with a little bit of substance. Let's start with a couple tonight. We got us the 76ers and Knicks. I want
Hmm.
to make a point, by the way. 76ers played on Saturday, right?
Yeah.
And they play again today. The Lakers played on Friday. They don't play until Tuesday. Or no, until Tuesday. That's a crazy
Yeah.
break.
I think they would have had to play today if the Raptors didn't win that game six or something like
They
that.
would have scheduled the round two
They
with
would have
the.
scheduled them today, so that's why.
That makes sense. That
So
makes sense. I
that's why
guess
LeBron came out and said, "Shout out Toronto because y'all gave us an extra day of rest."
that's nice. That's hey, you know what? Whatever the king wants, the king gets. So
Yeah, there you
I'm
go.
not gonna be down it anymore. The Sixers and Knicks tonight. What do you think of this series, man? Are you excited? I know we both were praising the Sixers a lot earlier, but how are
Hmm.
you feeling confidence wise? How do you feel about this series
I
matchup?
think I think we're in for a really good series, man.
I'm
Really
super excited
glad
for this
that
matchup.
both teams fully healthy. Both teams are really good. Um, I do have the Sixers winning in seven.
In
That is my
seven,
prediction.
nice. I love that.
I have the series going into seven. Um, One thing I want to bring up is who do you think guards Embiid? Because in my opinion, if I'm the Sixers, I'm making
Oh,
sure I get Cat on Embiid every single time, just because I think he can take advantage of that matchup. But I wonder if they're gonna put OG on
yeah,
Embiid.
I don't know if you saw me mouth that. Yeah, well, that's what I was thinking.
But
OG
I'm
is the
like, is
preferable
OG?
matchup.
But like OG obviously great defender, but just the sheer size difference that Joel Embiid has, I wonder
It's
if it's
it's
gonna be an issue.
it's definitely not going to be a like a you're gonna have to double Embiid. You're always gonna have to double Embiid, and like it's
Hmm.
it's it's more your schemes around like help defense and how you double him, which is
Hmm.
how like so I hope they play a little bit zone with their lengthy defenders. Like they can play some more zone with Mikal and OG and
Hmm.
like So I hope they act because obviously if Cat goes one on one with Embiid, that's like Embiid is licking his lips. He's loving that. Like that's always like going to be the favorable matchup. And if that ends up happening, that there's going to be doubles every time. So like the Knicks are really just going to have to adapt to doubling Embiid and just hoping that other people miss their shots, man. Because it's gonna you really don't have the personnel to
Yeah.
guard him one on one. Yeah, there's nobody you can like. Mitchell Robinson can give you some spot minutes to maybe play some good defense,
hmm
but after like 2 3 minutes, man, Mitchell Robinson's body is gonna be hurting guarding Embiid. Like it's gonna be
And
a process
one thing with Joel Embiid, we all know he's really good at drawing fouls. And with
easily.
Cat,
Oh my gosh,
he's
that's
not a disciplined
I didn't
defender at
even
all.
think
So
about
he's
that.
so he's gonna bait him into multiple fouls.
Hmm.
So if I'm the Knicks, I'm trying my hardest to not allow to get Cat onto Embiid because I think it's gonna be a problem for Cat. But also for the Sixers standpoint, I mean, you already know they're gonna target Jalen Brunson on every
Yeah.
possession. VJ, Tyrese Maxey, and they're gonna win that possession just because Jalen Brunson is not gonna have the ability just to match with their speed. And it's obviously because of that, the Knicks are going to have to send a second defender. So the Sixers are gonna have to capitalize off of that.
Yeah, I was gonna say like it was really easy for the Knicks to hide Jalen Brunson on Dyson Daniels, but
I saw some
who do you hide him on for the Sixers?
Bruh, I saw like a Knicks like fan page like they were doing like they put like the starting lineup for both teams and like oh who they're gonna guard. I saw someone say Brunson on VJ. I'm like, what are we talking
Bro,
about here, dog?
VJ has got that on
He's gonna
height,
take that.
size,
And
strength.
I'm like, okay, what if you put Brunson on Oubre? I'm like, I think Oubre just his size and his length that's gonna no matter who Brunson guards, it's gonna be a problem, and they're
It's
gonna
gonna be
have to send a
a
second
problem.
defender. So if I'm the
Yes.
Sixers, everybody's got to be reading the defense and be willing to make that extra pass and make the right read to get that to put points up. So
Yeah, I also have Sixers and seven. I do agree with you. I love what the matchup that the Sixers have, and I super big Embiid fan, so I wanted to just give him like a round in the series. But
he was just
like
top tier Glazer before Wemby came in the league.
yes, sir. Yes, sir. But when you make a great point like about the Jalen Brunson stuff and like they really they hit him on Daniels and even then it was getting exploited sometimes because they would have like just set a couple pick and rolls and Brunson would get switched onto somebody and it's an easy attack. But
hmm
you really can't hide Brunson in this series, so he's gonna have to make some big plays and have to hopefully hold his own against Maxey sometimes because he's got the speed to match up to Maxey on some plays, but the size
I
and
don't know.
he
The size as well. Maxi
the yeah,
ain't no scrub.
the
Yeah,
size definitely not. But the thing is, even if you're fast, Maxi gets his shot off on anybody. Like it's just whether he
exactly.
misses it or not. So like the fact that he even if you're fast enough, the fact that he doesn't have any size on him, it's already a lost matchup there. So you just gotta hope Brunson gets a couple picks,
He
gets a
really is a
couple.
dangerous player when he's on, bruh.
Yeah.
Maxi.
He's such a good player. He's another reason why I picked him. I think when he's offensively there, he can really change the team.
And think about it, bro. 2 years ago when they played, he was like a big reason why that series went six, and he's improved since then. So
Mm-hmm.
imagine how he's gonna play this series, man.
Think he had a 40 bomb in that series, right?
I think he had a 40 bomb. He had like a game winner type like shot.
Yeah. All right. He
Yeah,
was clutch.
so
He was super clutch. But yeah, we both have Sixers in seven there, so let's find out. We might be super wrong, and the Knicks win in five. So let's considering how the first round went, obviously we know our predictions are never right.
so
So
many predictions were wrong. Holy
yeah,
shit.
obviously. Next series tonight that starts an hour and a half after. They're gonna overlap a little bit. It's gonna be one's on NBC, one's on Peacock. Interesting. Spurs and the Timberwolves, and we got the news about a couple hours ago. I'm glad it happened before the podcast, so we can actually like
Yeah.
talk about it. But Anthony Edwards is playing tonight. He will be active for Game One at the very least, so it's exciting to see that. Shams gave the report earlier that he was going to be maybe out until games three or four, so a little
But
interesting that
apparently
he shot up.
the medical staff just I guess he was just doing really well with the training and the stuff that he was going through the treatment, but
That's an
um
ant. He's definitely just like he probably just wants to fight through it too. Maybe
yeah.
he's just kind of letting on how much he's injured.
But for this series, I have the Spurs winning in five. Um, off the sheer fact, for one, sure Anthony Edwards is coming back, but the guy's gonna be playing through two knee injuries. You don't know how he's gonna be able to, if he's gonna be able to get any kind of rhythm going offensively, and is he be able to hold his own on defense.
Hmm.
Um, and then and the next thing is, when we talked about the Nuggets and the Wolves series, one thing that was really working for the Wolves is they were able to target players on the Nuggets. They were able to attack everybody on offense. Spurs aren't that kind of team. There's not really anybody on that
Definitely
team that you
not.
can attack. So, if you, I mean, even if someone like a Devin Vassell can hold his own on defense, you know what I mean? So it's not really it's going to be tough for them, especially with all the injuries they have. I don't even know if Ayo Dosunmu is playing. So
I honestly don't know either.
yeah, he had a calf strain, so or a calf injury, so I don't know. But so if he's not going to play, you obviously have no Dante. Yeah. Um. I think the Wolves get one game, but I think realistically it's going to come down to Spurs in five.
I understand that 100%. I have Spurs in six, so I just thought you can get a couple wins maybe because just because we saw how resilient the Wolves were even when injured.
Hmm.
Obviously the Spurs are a way better team, so that's why I don't have the Wolves pushing this one to seven. But I think
Yeah.
you still have the opportunity. Maybe if Ant does hopefully get healthy throughout the series, you can still hopefully get a competitive game because Gobert's defense is great, but the Wemby matchup might be a little different. You never know. Wemby's a little bit younger. I'm not gonna say he's a different beast than Jokic because Jokic is great, but we don't know what Wemby's like in the playoffs, like fully. Like
Yeah.
we've seen him in one round, but and he was good in that one round,
He was
but
great. Mm.
so let's see if Wemby might be can like continue like Gobert matchup doesn't matter at all, and he just dogs everybody.
Yeah.
Dejan, are you here?
I'm here.
Okay, there we go. You froze for a second, and I thought they were working on your Wi-Fi again, bro. I was so scared.
No, yeah, okay, we're good. Okay.
Nah, you're good. Next series that start up again, but it's just two more series, honestly. The Cavaliers and the Pistons. Also, that starts tomorrow. What are you feeling on
Yeah.
that one?
This one was kind of tricky, but I did have the Pistons winning at six. I got the Pistons winning at six. I was kind of going back and forth because I was thinking like, well, obviously the Cavs have more offensive firepower, right?
Mm-hmm.
They already have two shot creators in James Harden and Donovan Mitchell, something the Pistons don't have.
Mm-hmm.
They have more shooting than what the Pistons have. So in my mind, I'm thinking, well, their offense just might be too much for Detroit to handle. But I think Detroit has the defense that can shut down that offense as well.
Yeah,
And
they have
just the
great defense.
physicality that they provide with the Sar Thompson, Tobias Harris is obviously a good defender. Just guys off the bench, Isaiah Stewart, and just everyone else. Um,
It's crazy
so
that Asar and his brother are like genuinely like the two best perimeter defenders in the league. Like
mhm.
that, like
Two best athletes, honestly, for being real,
like
like just
like
as
their perimeter
athletes.
defense is so insane, and like watching it, you're like, damn, they are locking them up. Like they play that lockdown defense that you like, oh my
Hmm.
gosh, it is the
It's very
athleticism.
smothering.
Yeah, the athleticism and the speed. Yeah, they smother everybody, and with their size too, it's just like very, very hard to get around. So, massive
Yeah.
shout out to Asar for showing that even like though he sometimes he's a zero on offense, he brings so much defensively that he needs to be on the court sometimes, or your defense has to change. So,
For sure. And I think he's gonna do I assume he's gonna get the Donovan Mitchell matchup. So Donovan Mitchell didn't have a good series against the
hmm
Raptors. I mean, when he was having Scotty Barnes on him, he's gonna have a Sar Thompson who's, can make the argument he's even better defender. So it's I don't know. It might be a tough challenge for the Cavs. I also was thinking about how Jalen Duren is going to be able to play against having to go up against like both Evan Mobley and Jared Allen. Just he
It's
didn't
gonna
have a
be
good series. Like, he didn't have a good series against the Magic against fucking Wendell Carter, who we all thought he was going to easily win that matchup, and now he has to go
he
against
did
Jared
not.
Allen, who just had the best game of his season. So you know what I mean? So
Yeah, I have the Cavs in seven. I do have the
really okay.
yeah, before the playoffs started and we did our predictions, I did predict the Cavs were going to beat the Pistons in the second round. So I'm just kind of sticking with my prediction either way cuz
Yeah,
I did think it. But I have it going seven just because I think it could go either way. I think it could go
yeah,
Pistons in seven or Pistons in six, Cavs in six, something like that. It'll be a competitive series, but yeah, you brought up the holes for both teams 100%. And if Donovan Mitchell has another bad series, this could easily be Pistons in five, maybe if he's
and James
playing
Harden had a
that bad.
bad game seven.
Yes, and that was
So
like
is he going
typical
to be
James
able
Harden.
to? So if Donovan Mitchell's not having a good game, can you really rely on James Harden?
Hey, you can rely on Jared Allen. So,
You can rely on Jared Allen. Yeah,
so
that's for
apparent,
sure.
and I think Jared Allen would win that Jalen Duren matchup. I guess we'll find out tomorrow. But I do have the Cavs in seven. I think I do think Donovan Mitchell will play a better series, hopefully.
Hmm.
I think although the Pistons defense is a lot better, I just think the difference after winning that game seven, hopefully will just push them forward. Like second
Hmm.
round, new series, you reset your schemes, you kinda just get to start off. You just gotta start off a little bit different, you know? Like I know last time you started off winning 2-0, but you gotta realize 2-0 isn't winning the series, so you
Yeah,
gotta like game three matters more than anything. Like if you win 2-0, you gotta realize game three is where you gotta step on their necks, win it all, something like that. But I do think the
100%.
Cavs will win this one, mostly just because I'm scared of the Pistons. They did just complete a 3-1 comeback, so they have a little bit more morale, but just because they played so bad against the Magic, who had a lot of glaring holes offensively and a lot of bad things with their coach, who was showing
Yeah,
them college highlights and just I
yeah.
don't know, a bunch of stuff. But yeah, that's why I have Cavs in seven. I think it'll be
Fair
pretty cool.
point.
So, my conference finals in the East is Cavs and Sixers. Yours is Pistons and Sixers. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool.
Yeah.
In the West, last matchup we got is Lakers and Thunder. How you feeling about this one?
I think it's kind of fair to say this is gonna end in four,
In
realistically.
four respect,
I
I
think
get
it
that.
realistically. I
I
mean,
said five
just
just because I don't want to be disrespectful to King James, bro.
yeah. I
I can't
mean,
do
sure.
that.
I know. I probably should have said one because like I'm in my LeBron year now, so I got to be a little more respectful.
No, you said
But not
Jordan year, bro.
realistically.
You're a Jordan fan. You're Jordan
Fuck
FC,
that.
bro.
I don't even think we got to like deep dive into too much into this. Just if you just go off the regular season matchups, the Lakers just had absolutely no answer for them. I feel like I think every game was like a blowout. Like every game was over by like before halftime. So
Yup.
I think just the defense at
And that was
Oak
with Luca.
that was with Luca too. Yes. So now and there's reports that he hasn't done any on-court work. He's not
He
close to
can't
being ready.
even
So
run.
I think it's safe to say that he's probably going to be out for this entire series. Um,
And I remember there was people saying like, "There's a chance Luca's back in round one." I was like, "Where are
yeah.
you guys hearing this stuff, man? Like, where are you?" I hear Luca's hamstring is stable. Like, what are we
Nah.
talking about?
And
Does
I think just Austin Reeves, I assume with Austin Reeves they're probably gonna put maybe Lou Dort or something on him. I just don't know if he's gonna get any kind of rhythm going just with the
Austin?
defense.
No, he's gonna get re-injured, bro. He's so cooked. That's so scary. You think about how many
Yeah.
Suns perimeter players got. Like Brooks got injured. Booker was getting injured. Goodwin got injured in that series. Like Dort was
Hmm.
just going crazy on everybody, man.
Yes.
I do think the Thunder are gonna steamroll them though. Just get to another conference finals, and then we both have Spurs and Thunder in the West. Spurs and Thunder. God Spurs, please, man, do it.
Please,
Like
man. I
we
wanted to bring up something too. So this guy brought up um ever since 2020 up until now, the team that won the championship the year prior lost in the second round the next year. Or lost.
ah.
Wait, hold on. Was no, is it 2020?
I think that's accurate.
Hold on.
I think I brought that up. 2019.
No, no, because I'm stupid. Because Lakers won in 2020, and then they lost in the first round the next year. What was the video? I gotta find the video I
I
sent you.
think I think it's maybe they never make it past the second round, bro. So that would still
No,
stay
because
accurate. Because even if they lost in the first round, they didn't make it past the second round.
oh, okay, I guess.
Because
But
like
it was
how far would that go back? Because obviously got to start after the Warriors. Because
well, no,
the
because he brought up how like the Celtics they won in 2024, and then last year they lost in the second round, and then Denver won 2023, and the next year they lost in the second round. So then and the Warriors won in 2022, and the next year they lost in the second round. So I'm wondering,
so
I
so it goes back to 2022. There you go. You answer your question.
yeah, maybe 2021, 22. Yeah. But
There
I'm
you
like,
go.
is this the year that that curse will break?
Oh, I don't know if it's a curse if it's only happened like 3-4 years.
I don't know, man. It's a
That's a
pattern. It's a
that's
pattern.
a pattern. It's like that's like there's like also patterns where it's like team can't win a championship unless they're top 10 in defense and offense, stuff like that. And there's like
Is that a thing?
patterns or like I always see tweets that are like just so teams can justify their team's gonna win a championship, they'll be like
Yeah.
only teams that are top 7 in offense and top 36 in defense. Like they'll give the most random like stats. Like I'm just like,
36 is
bro,
crazy.
yeah, I'm just, obviously just said a random number. There's
Yeah.
less. We won't have 36 teams until like 2040, but still. Do you
Yeah.
have a dunker spot this week, bro?
Yeah. I went with Rudy Gobert this again this week.
I like it. I like it
I re
honestly. Yeah, like
Yeah, yeah.
he led the series. He took the Nuggets to a win. So not took the Nuggets. He took the Nuggets home. Honestly,
Yeah.
so that's pretty much it for the basketball talk, man. Like we wrapping up, man. Are you excited? You excited, birthday boy, to watch some basketball later? Are you gonna watch basketball?
I am. I'm against some Red Devils too. Some pizza and wings.
Oh, oh, pretty
Mm,
elite,
pizza and
pretty
wings.
elite. That is
Yeah.
honestly a really, really fire spot. It's like it's pretty far from us, but like pretty elite. I would say
I
the
love my area, but yeah.
I would say like the wings pretty spicy, but like good sauce though. Good
Good sauce for sure.
sauce.
Yeah, yeah,
Heck
yeah. It's like a
yes,
perfect
yes.
ratio. Yeah.
Now you're making me hungry, man. I gotta get in the podcast. I gotta cook my food. I was supposed to cook my snack earlier, but you were like, nah, give me a
Hey,
second.
work is more important, bro. Work is
No,
more
you
important.
are right. You are right.
Yeah.
That is the end of the podcast, though. We appreciate everybody for watching. We'll be back next week or earlier if anything crazy happens in the league. Like if LeBron takes the Thunder in the first two games, we gotta film something then. So, yeah, you never know. Go James, man. We'll find out. But you guys have a good week. Have
Peace
a
out,
good
y'all.
day.
Peace.